and welcome to our virtual event for our 12 Days of Christmas specials. Tonight we're going to be going from room to room so you guys can see some live demos of all of our treatments. We're going to have specials from now until the 12th of December, and then we will have a giveaway. It's a very exciting giveaway. It's a Dyson Supersonic, and we will announce the winner of that tomorrow. So let's just go ahead and get started. Our first treatment is going to be the HydraFacial. So we're going to go on into room 14 with Mandy.
Hi guys. So I'm Mandy and this is Bridget, and she is getting a HydraFacial, but we're actually going to combine it with the skin pen. So we're calling it Hydra Pen or Hydra Needle.
And our HydraFacial is 1 for $220 for our 12 Days of Christmas, 3 for $710, or 5 for $1,080. So it's buy 4, get the 5th free. If you guys have any questions, just start asking in the chat, and then Mandy will be able to answer these for you. All right, it looks like we're getting some questions. Someone said, what all is included in the VIP membership? Is a HydraFacial included?
Yep, so you can do a HydraFacial by itself, which is a great treatment, or you can also do the Hydra Pen, where we're combining HydraFacial with our skin pen, which is a microneedling treatment.
And someone just said, is the Hydra Pen a VIP only treatment?
Yep, so it is exclusive just to our VIPs.
And another question, is this the same as a BBL Heroic?
Nope, so HydraFacial is going to be a facial treatment, and BBL is going to be broadband light, so more of a laser treatment.
Okay. And we also have a VIP members special. So if you sign up for our VIP membership, you will receive a complimentary gift with purchase. And someone just asked what the 12 Days of Christmas gift with purchase is for the VIP membership.
Yep, so that is going to be 8 units of Botox for a lip flip.
All right. And someone's asking, can I get a HydraFacial while I'm on Accutane?
So that's going to be patient dependent. We really want to see you first and kind of see how your skin looks and if that's something you would benefit from.
How you feeling, Bridget?
Feels really nice and relaxing.
So we're doing the exfoliation step of the HydraFacial right now. After we do this, we're going to get her numbed for the skin pen portion of this treatment. So she'll numb for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then we'll do the microneedling, and then we'll finish up with the rest of the HydraFacial.
All right. All right, we're going to move on to our next treatment, which is filler. So if you guys just want to follow me. You ready?
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
So we have Casey here doing some filler on Vanna. She's our lovely model today. Right, and our filler special for the 12 Days of Christmas is buy 1 syringe, get the second half off. Or, I'm sorry, buy 1 syringe, get the second 25% off. Buy 2 syringes, get the third 50% off. Buy 4 syringes, get the 5th free.
So I have Vanna here. She is naive to injectables. So what that means is that she is, hold on. Let's turn it off. Sorry. So what that means is she has never had any filler before. So just in conversation, she said the area that bothers her the most is kind of here around her eyes. We have these upside down triangle fat pads on both of our cheeks. As we age, we just start to lose some of that the fat from the fat pads. We also lose muscle mass and a little bit of bone density. And then the bones around our eyes actually widen as well. So that's why a lot of times as we age, that is our biggest concern, is underneath of our eyes there. So what we're going to do for her today is we are going to do a little bit in her cheeks. So by adding some volume to her cheeks, what that's going to do is kind of help to blend that deficit right there underneath of her eyes. And then also it's going to help to kind of pull things up and back a little bit. We'll give her back this shadow here, so it'll look like she has contoured makeup on without even wearing any makeup. And then also as we age, we just start to lose some volume in our lips. So we are going to do her lips today as well. We have several different kinds of filler here. The filler that I'm going to use for her is our RHA collection. And so that's what we're going to do. We'll do 1 syringe per each cheek, and then we will do 1 syringe for her lips.
All right, and we do have some questions coming in, so I'm just going to ask those while you guys are getting started on the treatment. Someone's asking, what is the difference between Botox and filler?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the difference between Botox and filler, so Botox is kind of like the Kleenex of tissues. That's what everybody kind of refers to neurotoxin as Botox. So what a neurotoxin does is it actually relaxes the muscles that we use to make expressions that can cause those wrinkles that stick around. And then filler is what we use to fill in where there's a loss of volume. So just generally speaking, when you're looking, at yourself or looking at someone, we're going to use a neurotoxin about from here up because we want to relax those muscles that are causing those static lines. And then we want to use filler from here down because that's where we are filling in where there is a loss of volume. Now, of course, we can use a neurotoxin like Botox on the lower face, but just generally speaking, we like to do neurotoxin like Botox. We also have Daxxify and Zeum in here in the office. Those are the neurotoxins that we like to use primarily on the upper face.
All right, another question we have is my son's wedding's in June. What month should I come in for my filler to get the best results?
Yeah, so whenever we do filler, I always say choose your social engagements wisely for about the next 10 to 14 days because there's always a chance of having bruising and lumps and bumps. Now, typically that doesn't stick around for that long, but there is always that risk. So if the wedding is in June, I would say probably come in about May, and we can do it then. I like to do a 2-week follow-up just to make sure that your expectations are met and that everything looks how you're wanting it. So keep that in mind if there's a chance that you may need more or may need a little bit of adjustment at that 2-week mark. Make sure you're still 2 weeks out from your event at that point as well.
All right, let's see here. Someone's saying, I want to get filler, but I'm nervous. If I purchase the 12 Days of Christmas specials, how many syringes should I buy? If I buy some now and come in for my appointment and need more, will you still honor the special pricing?
So to know exactly how much filler you need is kind of hard because it is patient dependent. Just generally speaking, if you're wanting to fill in anything in your mid-face, you will need 2 syringes. Lips are typically 1, around the mouth is another 1. Now, if you've never had filler before and you're wanting to get to full volumization, which that means that, you look like you have really just pumped the brakes on that aging process. General rule of thumb, 1 syringe of filler per decade of life. And yes, if you do purchase, a couple syringes and you come in and we say, oh no, you actually need 3 or 4 syringes, we absolutely will honor that pricing at that time. Now, given that you do come in for your consult within the next month, yes, we will honor that.
All right, if you want to get started on the treatment, Casey, we did have another question come in about the savings again for the 12 Days of Christmas, and so I'll just restate that.
Thank you.
It is buy 1 syringe, get the second 25% off, buy 2, get the third 50% off, and buy 4 or more and get the 5th free.
Okay.
And someone said, is that more of an advantage than if you are a VIP? And yes, that is. No matter how many syringes you get, it is more of an advantage for the 12 Days of Christmas. Someone's asking, how long does it last? Typically they last about up to a year, maybe a little bit longer, depending on how much you metabolize your filler.
Yeah, dose pretty much equals duration. So what that means is that if you are fully volumized and you have the correct amount of filler, you should get anywhere from about 1 to 2 years. Of course, that does depend on, your metabolism, the medications you're on, lifestyle, and things like that. But generally speaking, about a year.
And someone's saying, I just had a baby, can I get filler now?
You can get filler as long as you are not breastfeeding, because there is numbing in the filler. And so we want to make sure that you're not breastfeeding during that time. You doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what's it feel like? Just some pressure?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Just a little pressure, but tolerable. Huh?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Okay. Perfect.
And I'm not sure if you said this already, Casey, what areas are you treating on Vanna today?
Yeah, so we are going to do her cheeks, and then we are also going to do her lips.
And Vanna, is this your first treatment with filler?
Yep.
It's a good place to start. Cheeks and lips, those are my favorite.
And whenever you get filler, there is always a little bit of swelling that comes along with it, which, like I said, you know, it could last up to 10 days. Sometimes it doesn't. It kind of just depends on each person as far as your bruising and your swelling goes. But after you have filler, the easier that you can take it the rest of that day, like not overdoing it, overexerting yourself, the better. Just because the less that you are getting your heart rate really pumping, the less likely you are to have more bruising and swelling.
All right, so I think we're gonna move on to our next room and then let Casey finish up with this patient. So I think we're gonna head over to Hair PRP. Bye, guys.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Are you guys ready for us?
Yeah.
All right, let me close this door. All right, so we have Kathy here doing some hair PRP, and then we have Aspen and Leslie over here. So I'm just going to tell everyone the special, and then we will get going on these questions. So if you guys have questions, just go ahead and start asking in the questions box. Let's see. And our hair PRP special for the 12 days of Christmas is 6 treatments and the Theradome helmet for $3,000, and normally that is $4,000, so it's about $1,000 off. All right, let's see if we're starting to get some questions. Someone's saying painful to watch for me. I don't like needles. How are you feeling, Kathy? Are you doing all right? Good.
And the Pronox.
Yeah.
And the chiller. So the Pronox just kind of helps relax you, and it only stays in your system for a very short time, so you can drive after the treatment. But
All right. Someone says, how many hair PRP treatments are needed?
so typically we offer PRP in a series of 6 treatments, and then you will have to come back in for maintenance treatments after that. Typically it's every couple of months you come in to have them retreat.
All right. And what exactly is PRP? It's a great question.
So PRP stands for plasma-rich platelets. What we do is we have you come in, we draw your blood, and then we spin that down, and then that separates your plasma from your red blood cells. So the plasma is what we use to inject back into the scalp, and that's going to help regenerate the hair growth.
All right. And I think Kathy's had a few of these before, so she's a trooper. She's been through this, been there, done that, and she keeps coming back for more. So you must like it. It must work.
Honestly, doing the Theradome helmet with it and doing nutritional vitamins, we usually have that in our package, is going to get you the optimal results with this treatment. And typically we just go wherever there is hair loss. If it's more localized, we'll focus on a certain area. Wherever that you need it is where we'll go.
And someone's saying, when will I start seeing my results from hair PRP?
So everybody's different. I've noticed it actually within a couple months on some people. Other people, it can take anywhere from 3 to 6 months to see that result. Questions coming in?
think that's it. So we'll just wait until you're finished with the treatment, then we'll move on to the next room.
So the chiller does help. This can be a little bit uncomfortable at times with the injection, but typically it doesn't usually last. Feeling good? So I just put about 3 mils in. We have another one that we inject, so
Okay.
quite a bit out of the treatment. But if you guys can't stay for the whole thing,
All right, we're gonna head over to our next treatment then. I think we're gonna be seeing some toxins. Are you guys ready?
Hi, we are ready.
All right.
I'm here with Melissa just doing some Botox today. She's been a Dysport user in the past, so she hasn't had Botox before. So we talked about areas to treat. She likes just a little movement in her forehead left. So we're going to treat a little bit, but keep it up high so that we get a nice lift with it. And we're going to add a little bit to her crow's feet. Smile real big for me. So she's getting just a little bit, and she's getting married in May. So we want to make sure we don't have any of those lines in pictures or anything. So we're going to do her Botox today, if y'all want to kind of watch. So put a little bit right in the middle, little pinch.
And I'll just let everyone know our toxin specials while you're getting started with treatment. If you purchase 50 units of Botox or Xeomin, which would be equivalent to 100 units of Daxxify, you'll receive a complimentary SkinCeuticals PTOX, which is a great product, pairs really well with our filler and neurotoxins, and that's a $150 value. And then if you purchase 100 units of Botox or Xeomin or 200 units of Daxxify, you'll receive a complimentary box of Upneek. That is a $200 value. And then if you purchase 200 or more units of Botox or Xeomin or 400 or more of Daxxify, you'll receive a complimentary Cool Peel laser treatment, which is a $500 value. So those are some great specials though. We typically don't do like a gift with purchase for Tox, so that's really exciting. And even if you don't need all of those units, we can put it on your account and save it throughout the year. And then you'll still get that gift with purchase. All right, let's see if we got any questions coming in. How long does Botox last is our first question.
So Botox typically lasts about 3 to 4 months for people. Some people get a little bit longer out of it. Some people have a little less length of time after it. We do lip flips, which is a little Botox above the lip sometimes. And we do seem to have problems with that lasting longer than like 2.5 months. So that one does wear out a little bit faster. We also have Daxxify that typically lasts people twice as long. Not always. It's not less long, but it's sometimes not twice as long like we would wish that it would be. Usually Botox kicks in about 3 to 5 days. And then full effects are working great within 2 weeks. So sometimes we'll have a touch-up appointment to get it perfect, but usually once we get your dose right, we don't have to adjust that anymore. We're also going to do her masseters today after I finish up here with her little forehead. And Botox isn't a painful procedure. Obviously, you can see she's just kind of chilling out. No numbing needed for this procedure. It's just little bitty pinches. Botox itself doesn't burn at all. And then I'm going to do your masseters.
I'll say eyes water.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I always have my eyes water.
All right, bite down for me. Okay, relax. So this masseter muscle is a muscle that people find that can give them headaches from biting down a lot, from clenching their jaws, from chewing a lot. If you're a chronic gum chewer, sometimes people's masseters will be a little bit harder and stronger and give people headaches. It also slims the face out a little bit. It'll give you some kind of slimming effect for that jawline too.
All right, someone's asking if you guys can tell us about your Tox membership and what that all entails.
Yes, so the Tox membership is $20 a month. You do get a discount on any of the toxins that you receive here. You also get a discount of $50 on any syringe of filler and a discount on SkinCeuticals products or any products that we sell here. Can you tell me the discount on the Botox on that one? Do you remember off the top of your head?
I believe it's $11 per unit. Typically, it's $13 per unit. So you're getting about $2 off every unit. And then if you do Daxify, it's $11 per 2 units. And then we have another question. Can I get Botox while breastfeeding?
You cannot. Pregnancy and breastfeeding, we do not allow people to have Botox or fillers. I'm sure somebody will say, well, I know a person, we just won't do it in our office. It's not safe. It's not studied.
All right. And then someone asked, will Tox be discounted alone without the other promo? No, but typically people get around 30 to 50 at like just baseline dose.
Correct.
So if you're gonna even just do the 50 units, or if you do 35 one day and then 35 the next 3 months, it would be better just for you to get that 50 units and get that gift with purchase.
Correct.
Yeah.
And we can always find a place to put it. Just for reference, we did 24 and 40, 64 units on her today and what we just did. If we do a lip flip, that's typically 8 units. Sometimes we'll put Botox in the chin to keep the chin from looking kind of marbly or pebbly looking, and that's typically 8 units. Sometimes we'll do the DAOs, which are depressor muscles, so it turns up, she doesn't have it, but some people, if they look like they're always kind of frowning and it's a muscle movement, see, I can do mine right there. You can put 4 units in each of those and that turns it up. So there's always somewhere to put it. Sometimes we'll put a little bit more around the crow's feet area too, depending on what you need.
All right.
Oh, and one of my favorite places, platysmal bands in the neck. She doesn't have them really, but they're bands that come down. Let me see if I can show you mine. Right here. Yes, those, they look like that. Now, I wouldn't necessarily talk to Audrey's because they go in so well, but mine, when they're not toxed, kind of look like my kids say lizard neck. So we put it in there and it kind of tightens those up too.
All right, awesome. Well, we're gonna move on to the next room. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
You ready for us? Yep. All right. We're gonna be doing some laser hair in here. We have Emily over here and Aspen training her. All right. Aspen, if you want to go ahead and get started, I will just go ahead with our specials. Do we need goggles? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna get some goggles on really quick. Alright, and it looks like our laser hair removal special is pretty plain and simple. That's the way we like it. 25% off just across the board. So any area, if you've ever thought about doing your armpits, your legs, your bikini area, now would be the time to do it. We don't typically offer a discount on laser hair removal. So like I said, now would be the time to do it. And it's a great gift. If you have a mom, sister, aunt, grandma that would maybe benefit from laser hair removal, it would be a great Christmas present. So keep that in mind. Let's see if we have any questions rolling in. All right, someone said, I want to get my bikini line done, and I have a trip planned for March. When should I start my treatments?
I would start as soon as possible. You want to space them out between a month to 6 weeks, so 4 to 6 weeks. I don't think you're going to have full removal of hair, but you're going to have it finer, thinner. It's going to be more tameable, especially in a swimsuit.
Okay. And someone's saying, will the hair really be gone forever if I get laser hair removal?
No, it is actually considered laser hair reduction. So the hair gets finer, thinner. A lot of people don't have the hair come back in some areas, but there's always maintenance to be done, just like anything. Nothing is forever.
Okay, someone's saying, why doesn't your client have the goggles on? So she does, they're just different.
She has metal eye shields on, so hers are actually, she can't see anything I have to see where I'm going. That's why I have different ones.
Alright. Someone's saying, what is the base price for laser hair removal?
Base price. Every area is different for pricing. I can't give you a base price. Everything comes in packages. You'll see a difference in one treatment, but you're never going to be satisfied with one treatment for laser hair, so we always recommend packages.
Yeah, and we do offer free consultations, so if you're curious, it's a really quick, easy thing to do to come in, get a free consult. We can make sure that the hair and the area that we're treating would be a good area and that it would work well with our machine. So just call us and we can do a free consult. Let's see. Someone's asking, do I need to shave before my treatment? I've heard different answers.
Yes, you want to have a clean shave. You don't want it any longer than a grain of rice. It will be more comfortable if you're clean shaved, plus you're going to get a better result. The hair has to be under the skin. It has to be there, so no plucking or waxing. Otherwise, the laser would not have anything to target. So,
All right, and that was pretty much the treatment. It's really quick, pretty painless, right, Emily?
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next room. That was easy. Thanks, guys.
thank you.
We're going to come back to that room. Are you guys ready? All right, we're going to come back to that room too. Let's see if our CoolSculpting's ready. She's not ready either, so we're going to just go answer some questions while Abby's taking the numbing off of this patient. And she had a good,
Yes, it's not about 10 minutes.
so she will be getting her started. Do I need to get out of your way at all?
No, you're good.
Just going to turn this down. Let's see here. And what are we doing on this patient today?
We're doing a Moxi.
Okay.
We just BBL'd before, and then she's been numbing for about 15-20 minutes, and that will get the Moxi going.
Okay. Let's see. And our Moxi and BBL treatments are 15% off, and it's 20% off for VIPs. So let's see. If you guys have any Moxi questions, just start asking them now. Let's see if I have any yet. All right, one's coming in now. Can I get Moxi if I have sensitive skin?
Yes, definitely.
How does Moxi compare to the other lasers like Halo in terms of results?
So Moxi's going to be less ablative. It's kind of like Halo's little sister. You're still going to get really good results with Moxi. It just might take a series of 3, whereas Halo is only going to be a series of 1.
Okay. We do have a ton of questions rolling in, so we'll try to get to all of them. I just want to remind everyone, if we don't get to your question, we will call you tomorrow to answer that. Let's see here. Did you get pricing for the laser? Yes. Moxi will be 15% off. Same with BBL, Halo, CO2, all of our lasers for the next, 10 days now until December 12th will be 15% off. If you are a VIP member, you get 20% off. What is the difference between Moxi and Cool Peel?
So they are both very similar. Cool Peel's going to have a little bit more downtime, Cool Peel's just going to have a little bit more downtime. Moxi is going to go after pigment a little better. I would say Cool Peel is more for like smoothing, texture-wise, fine lines, wrinkles, whereas Moxi is going to help with pigment a little better.
Okay, and then someone's asking what's the difference between Moxi and BBL?
So Moxi and BBL are very similar. They're actually very good to be done together. BBL is going to go after your pigment, redness in the vessels you have, so good for like rosacea. And then it'll also help with fine lines, wrinkles. And then Moxi is going to help with pigment as well. Fine lines, wrinkles, pore size.
All right.
Yeah.
Someone's saying, can any skin type get Moxi, or are darker skin people not able to get a Moxi?
All skin types can actually get Moxi. That is one good thing about Moxi. One of the best things about Moxi is we can treat all skin types. Or with a lot of lasers, we can't.
Kind of same type of question. Can Moxi be done year round, even in the summer?
Yes, it actually can. We just don't want you to have a fresh sunburn or been out in the sun recently. But yes, you can have a tan.
All right. And someone's asking, what is the Moxi exactly for? What are you treating this specific patient for?
So I am treating her for pigment and then her fine lines, wrinkles, pore size.
Okay. And then Abby's going to go ahead and get started. If you guys have any other questions that we haven't answered throughout the whole event, you can go ahead and ask them again, just while we have some time while she's getting everything ready. I think we're all caught up on the Moxi questions.
All right. And she is numb for this, so it's pretty comfortable treatment. It'll take about 5 to 8 minutes, I would say.
And like Abby said earlier, we did a BBL and now we're doing the Moxi. We like to call that a Cyton Stacks treatment. This is just even better results. Would you say it's a little bit more downtime, Abby?
Yes, definitely a little bit more downtime, but I would say really only about 24 to 48 hours of downtime. Nothing terrible. You'll leave here feeling like you have a sunburn and you'll look like you have a sunburn. The heat in your skin should only last for about an hour or two, and then the redness probably about 24 hours. And you can wear makeup after about 24 hours.
And it is really nice to be able to get these two treatments done together. You know, you don't have to come back to the office. It really enhances your results. And I just feel like it really boosts the results of both treatments. So it's really nice that we're able to do that. We can also do that with BBL and Halo, or we can do that with BBL, Halo, and Moxi if you're really wanting to get a great result and you have a little bit more damage, sun damage, fine lines, wrinkles, all of that. But like I said earlier, we do offer free consultations. So if you're not sure, that's a great time to just schedule a consult so we can kind of go over all the options with you and figure out which one would be best for you. Someone's asking, is Moxi sold as a package or is it as a single treatment?
So both. You can do a single treatment or you can purchase a package. We always recommend doing a package. That's where you will get best results. For our packages, we will do 3 and then they will be done 1 month apart from each other.
All right, and someone's asking, how long does it last? I'm not sure if they mean how long does the treatment last or the results, so if you can just answer both
So
of
the
those.
treatment will last, you'll numb for 20-30 minutes. Treatment itself will only take about 5 to 10. Results will definitely depend on how well you're taking care of your skin at home. Make sure you're wearing sunscreen every day, no matter what. Wearing a hat when we're outside, and also reapplying that sunscreen whenever you're outside.
And just so everyone knows, all of our packages for lasers, for CoolSculpting, everything that we offer in a package pretty much comes with a treatment bag of SkinCeuticals products. So that really gets you kind of started on skincare after. We want to make sure you're investing in the best quality skincare after your treatments to take care of those results so they actually last you. And then someone said, so you need numbing for Moxi but not BBL. Does BBL hurt?
BBL doesn't hurt. It kind of feels like a warm stone going across your skin, but definitely not as hot as the Moxi.
And how are you feeling over there, Erica?
Good.
Is it hot at all, or do you feel pretty numb?
It's just nice and warm, but no pain at all.
Good. Someone's saying, can I go back to work the same day after Moxi? Will I look red and scare my coworkers?
I wouldn't go back to work that day. You will be red. Not scare your coworkers, but you will definitely be red. It would definitely be better if you were just off the rest of the day. You can always do it at the end of the day, and then you can go home directly after. But you can definitely go to work the next day.
But if you guys ever see us walking around with red faces, we definitely just recently had a treatment and we're not scared to show up to work that day or the next day with a red face. So someone's saying, I had a few breakouts with BBL. Can this happen with this procedure?
Yes. It can generally happen anytime we're doing a treatment on you, but it shouldn't last. You should only have a couple breakouts if it does happen.
And then someone's asking, do you treat neck area as well, or would that have to be a separate treatment?
Yes, we do treat neck. I'm actually going to treat Erica's neck today. We typically would want you to treat the neck. I mean, your face and your neck are all connected. You don't want to have a pretty face and a wrinkly neck. The neck is also one of the first spots women show their age.
Alright, I'm going to give it another minute or so to see if we get any more questions, and then we'll go see if those other ladies are ready to go with their treatments. And just so everyone knows, if you guys go to the, let me see where it was, the handouts tab, all of our specials should be listed there. So if you guys need to refer to that, you can definitely do that. There should also be a tab called links, and that should have links to purchase both of our services and our retail. And I don't know if we went over this yet, but our retail is buy one product, get 10% off, buy two products, get 15% off, and buy 3 or more products, get 20% off. If you spend over $300 after the discounts are applied, you do get a free gift with purchase. And then we do have a little bit better of a discount for our VIP members, so you can just ask us what those are, and we'd be happy to apply that for you at checkout. Someone said, did you say this procedure was more for wrinkles or spots?
Both. It treats both wrinkles and pigmentation. That's the best of both worlds.
Alright, another question coming in. Can you see the veins disappearing when you're doing the treatment?
Yes. Either they disappear or they'll turn a different color. When we are treating redness, you definitely want to make sure you avoid caffeine, alcohol, working out, hot showers, hot baths for 48 hours after the treatment. We just don't want anything to flush the face after we are treating redness or vessels.
Alright. And then same question from earlier, but we'll answer it again just in case this person's just now popping on. How is Moxi different from Halo?
So Moxi is like Halo's baby sister. You'll need 3 treatments of Moxi to see the best results, whereas Halo, you would need only 1. Halo is definitely a lot more ablative, so a lot more downtime with Halo. Halo's about a week of downtime, whereas Moxi is about 24 hours.
Alright, perfect. Well, we're going to move on to our next room. Here. Hopefully they're ready for us. Thanks, Abby. Thanks, Erica. Alright. Are you guys ready for us?
Sure.
Alright.
Come on in.
We have Nancy here doing a halo on actually my mom.
Yes.
This is Bridget. I have my wedding next September, so we're trying to get her nice and wedding ready. Get her skin looking beautiful. She's aged very gracefully, so this is the first thing she's ever done. Just to give everyone a reminder, all of our lasers are 15% off, and then for VIPs it's 20% off. So if you guys have any questions about the halo, I'm going to have Nancy just go ahead and continue with the treatment, and we'll be looking to see if we get any questions.
Bridget's doing great. If you guys want to look, you can see the difference. We completed the left side of her face. You see my little
little white dots. That's what we want, my little Min. She's doing awesome. So we're moving on to the other side. We do a section at a time. So it is very tolerable. We measured the face out beforehand. I think if you've seen before, we measure the face. Put in the settings according to her skin type and her concern. Fine lines, wrinkles, pore size, sun damage. Halo is an excellent treatment. I would recommend you do it at least once a year. Perfect time of year to do it is right now, all before the holidays. Your downtime, I'm going to say 5 to 7 days. The first 24 hours will be a little uncomfortable. I'd say I would spot about an hour and a half. After that, you're going to get darker. Your pigmentation is going to change. All your browns are going to pop out. So you know you're going to look worse before you look better, which is a good thing. Makeup, 24 hours. That's usually a lot of people's questions. How soon can I go back to work? When I put makeup on, Bridget does have to work tomorrow. She'll be fine. We have a wonderful sunscreen that we recommend that will not bother her skin. And it does have a skin tone to it, so it works as a base.
All right, we're getting some questions in here. Let's see. If I have filler in my face, can I still do a halo, or will the laser melt my filler?
The question, no, it will not melt your filler, but we do recommend you wait at least 2 weeks before your treatment and after. And just to make sure that all your filler is fine. No sun exposure, no self-tanner. I would also recommend that you not use your retinol for at least 7 to 10 days prior to treatment because your face will be a little more sensitive. So there are some pre-workout things that we would like to talk to you about. We also recommend the Valtex, which is an antiviral. Just because the laser goes a little bit deeper, there's 2 lasers that are used here. One's ablative and one's non-ablative, so you're getting the best of both treatments with this treatment.
Right. And then someone's asking which works better and which has more downtime, Moxi or Halo?
Halo, like I mentioned, is 2 lasers, 2 different types of lasers. So your downtime is going to be more, depending on what you want. A Moxi, you can do a series of 3. A Halo, I would just do one once a year because it is a little more aggressive. They're both great treatments. It just depends on what your outcome is and how much downtime you have.
All right. Someone's saying, is Halo safe for rosacea?
Yes, it is. It actually will help it. You might be a little more inflamed initially, but after the few days, it'll be fine. Okay.
All right. Another question. Will Halo make my skin peel?
Peel is different. Not peel, but dry and flaky, yes. You should not peel, and if you do get dry and flaky, your browns are going to be flaky. You're going to have them in. Do not pick them. Do not scrub them. Let them come off naturally. But you won't, it's not going to feel like a sunburn. It's just going to be flaky. Just dry. So we recommend the B5 hydrating and the epidermal repair post-care. We've used those products for years, and they've been wonderful. We've had no issues with them, and there's no chemicals in them.
All right. Someone's asking, what lasers do you have for treating acne?
We have the BBL Forever Clear. We recommend those every 2 weeks. They have 2 different filters that we actually 3 filters. One's for anti-inflammatory, one's for bacteria. So the BBL Forever Clear is amazing. We recommend 6 treatments, and we do them 2 weeks apart.
Right, perfect. Someone just said the machine was loud, so we moved it a little closer.
I'm sorry.
Nancy, if you can just talk just a tad bit louder. Let's see. How can I purchase tonight? I'm interested in Halo and filler. So on the virtual event tonight, there should be a tab that says links. In that links tab, you will find the link to our aesthetic services and then also our retail. And then if you don't find that or you can't find it for some reason, you should be receiving an email after our event tonight with the link as well. and it should send out about 5 minutes after our event. So like I said, if you can't find it, don't worry about it. You'll be getting an email after the event. All right, let's see. Is Halo safe to combine with other treatments?
Absolutely. We would recommend a BBL, which is going to address any of the dark brown pigmentation that you have. Also, it's going to be great for vascular issues that you may have, such as rosacea or any broken capillaries that the rosacea causes on your cheeks or around your nose. So combining those two, stacking those along, another good stacking is the Moxi, but this is an amazing treatment, BBL Halo. Highly recommend it.
All right, someone said, what if I buy the wrong laser? Can I exchange it for other services after my consultation? Absolutely. We never want you to have the wrong treatment. So if you're not sure, you can always try to come in for a consult before our special is over. If you think you know what you want and you're ready to purchase tonight, go ahead and purchase. And then when you come in for your consult, we'll just figure that out that day. If we need to trade it out for something else, we can definitely do that. Someone's saying there have been several different treatments with laser therapy. Are these all the same lasers? No, they're not. They're all different, and that's kind of why we recommend the consult, because we do have a lot of options. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming if you don't know what you need or you don't know what's going to target your concerns. So if you're not sure, don't even bother purchasing tonight through the link. Just call us tomorrow morning. We'll schedule you a consult, and those are complimentary, so you won't be charged. You can come in, and then we'll figure out what you need and honor that special here in the office.
It's doing great.
All right, I think we're going to let you finish up, Nancy. We're going to head over to our CoolSculpting.
Thank you guys.
Are you guys ready for us?
Yes.
All right, this is going to be our last treatment of the night. We have Leslie over here, and this is Nikki. She's doing her submental area. And I will go ahead and just tell you guys all the special. For CoolSculpting, it is buy one area, get the second half off. And then we also just want to talk to you about our slimming solution tonight. If you do sign up for our slimming solution, which is our semaglutide membership, you will get a free gift with purchase, and that is 6 complimentary B12 shots. So that's an awesome way to kind of counteract that tiredness that you get from those semaglutide shots. So sign up either tonight or until December 12th to get that. And if you just want to go ahead and tell us what you're doing, what you're treating, how CoolSculpting works, Leslie.
All right, so Nikki tonight is treating submental, or right underneath the chin. So CoolSculpting works by freezing fat cells. So once those fat cells are frozen, your own body works to eliminate them. Typically, we like you to be ideally within about 20 to 25 pounds within your goal weight. So that way we can tone and get you more ready to lose that extra fat that you have. So treating submental, I already cleansed the area here, and then I put on a protective gel pad. So this is what's going to protect your skin from the CoolSculpting machine. It's very, very painless. Starting off, you get so cold that it kind of gets numb, and then once that numbness starts to go away, then it's very painless, very pain-free. So I can go ahead and get it started.
Would you like another set of hands?
Sure.
Great. We have all of our other providers kind of coming in here. If you guys all want to kind of gather around, since this is our last treatment of the night, we'll just kind of have a bigger discussion while she's doing the treatment. And if there's any other questions you guys did not get answered while we were in these other treatment rooms, just go ahead and ask them again, and we'll try to get back to you again. Like I said earlier, if we don't get back to you tonight, we will definitely call you tomorrow. So let's see what we got here. When the fat cells are removed, what happens to the excess skin?
You get some natural skin retraction after CoolSculpting. when the fat cells break down, it happens over a period of about 3 months. And so that's a short enough or a long enough time that that skin will gradually just naturally retract. You might not have full retraction of it, and if that's the case, then sometimes we'll do a different procedure, whether it's a laser or secret RF, which is radio frequency and microneedling, to help tighten up that area.
All right. Someone said, be honest. Does it hurt or is it just really uncomfortable?
Can you talk, Nikki?
She
She can't talk.
can't really talk. But I can say what most patients say is that it's just so cold in the beginning, like the first 5 minutes, that then it feels almost warm. But it's very tolerable. Rarely over the time that we've had CoolSculpting here has anybody said that they were really super uncomfortable.
And then afterwards, I always think, like, especially in your abdomen, if any of you have ever been pregnant, it feels kind of like pregnant itchy belly, just because those nerves are kind of frozen a little bit and then coming back, almost like after you've been outside in the cold and put your hands under warm water type of situation. But that goes away pretty quickly.
All right. Someone said, I'm currently on semaglutide. Is it better to wait until I've reached my weight loss goals with semaglutide before trying CoolSculpting?
So it's kind of a loaded question. Everybody is very different, but kind of just general rule of thumb, we've always said we kind of want you to be within about 15 pounds of your goal weight to do semaglutide or to do CoolSculpting after semaglutide. Now, I will say, if you're wanting to treat your abdomen and you've been injecting your abdomen, we cannot treat over that area that you've been doing your semaglutide injections in. So that's just something to keep in mind. We can, just not while you can't CoolSculpt at the same time you're getting your semaglutide injections in that spot.
But you could put your injections in your thighs or your
Yes.
hips or your arms.
All right. Someone's asking, what area is she getting done?
This is the mental or under the chin.
All right. And how long does the process take?
So this treatment in particular is 45 minutes. And give yourself some time beforehand to get pictures and get prepped, and then some time after we do a 2-minute massage. But most of the CoolSculpting treatments are 35 minutes. Some of the larger areas are 45, and then if you're treating more of a flat area, it's about an hour and 15 minutes.
All right. Someone said, what kind of blood work is needed before semaglutide?
So typically we want to check to make sure you're just generally overall healthy. We want to see like cholesterol, triglycerides, hemoglobin A1C, and glucose levels. I like to have a CBC as well, just to make sure your red blood cells are all okay and you don't have any infective process going on. Saying we check all those things doesn't mean if you have some levels that are out of whack that you can't do it. For instance, if you have high cholesterol and high triglycerides, those we know will fall down and come down as you're on semaglutide and lose weight. Your hemoglobin A1C and glucose, same things. We will see those fall back into normal ranges the longer you're on the product.
Okay. Someone said, I had CoolSculpting and the skin did not retract well. What procedure did you say takes care of that skin, and is it on sale?
So that would be secret RF. It's radio frequency and microneedling. We typically like to use that on face and neck areas, but it can be used on body areas as well. We would just probably want to see you to see if it's a small enough amount of retraction that we need to have to see if you're a candidate for a procedure here, or if we would want to refer you on to plastics for if it's your abdomen for like a tummy tuck or something like that.
Okay. Someone said, do you submit to insurance for semaglutide?
We do not.
All right. Will this treatment help post-menopausal belly? Definitely not overweight, but mushy belly persists.
As
One
long
of
as
the best
it's
times to
pinchable,
use it.
squishy,
Yeah.
as long as we can squeeze it and it's pinchable, it's treatable.
All right.
If we can squeeze it, we can freeze it.
Right.
Yes, that's right.
How many areas can be done at once?
So we have 2 machines. We could do up to 4 at the same time for applicators. Typically, though, it's not more than 2 areas that we're treating at the time. Usually, like flanks and abdomen are great to treat together. Typically, it's around 2.
Right. This is the last CoolSculpting question I see, and then we have a few others that we didn't get to from other treatments. What happens if I gain some weight a while after CoolSculpting?
So once those fat cells are frozen, they will not come back in that area. So in the event that you do have, CoolSculpting done, and then you have a significant weight gain of anything over about 15 pounds, you will not gain weight back in that area that you had CoolSculpting. At the age of 25, the number of fat cells we have that same number for the rest of our life. They just get bigger or they get smaller. So once they've had CoolSculpting and they're frozen, they're not going to get bigger again. The cells around there will get bigger.
Okay, another CoolSculpting question just came in. Is one treatment per area enough?
So typically we have you come in and treat the area, and then have you come back in about a month later and retreat another time. With one you can get results, but with two you're going to get better results that you're looking for.
So typically, two treatments
Does
per
that-
area. Yeah.
I went the long way around.
All right. Where did that other question go about something else? Let's see. Which do you suggest for jowls and wrinkles? What treatment?
Kind of depends on the person too. Sometimes it's a mixture, and usually it is of like something to resurface and tighten, as well as fillers to lift and add some volume back.
Is there a package for BBL and Moxi together?
Yes.
Also, might you be able to do both in one visit?
That's our favorite way.
Yes. BBL Moxi at the same time is perfect.
All right. I'm going to give it a few more minutes to ask any questions, but just while we're waiting, I want to remind everyone you can purchase through the links tab. We'll have a link for our specials and then a link for our retail. And then if you guys can't find that tab, you should be getting an email about 5 minutes after our virtual event ends. That will also have links to purchase. If you just don't know where to start, just call us tomorrow morning and we can get you in for a free consult while all these specials are still going on until December 12th. And I think that's all of our questions. So if you guys all want to get in, we'll just say goodbye to everyone. Thanks so much for joining and have a good night. Bye.